We knives. We like we knives. Yes, we do. And this one's interesting. I got it because I thought it was an interesting design, to tell you the truth. Really easy to flick open because you can use these ambidextrous thumb studs. This is a Laconico design, which really was the main reason why I got it, because he's less is more. You know, the Monterey Bay knives he's done, which are really good, probably my favorite. And then, of course, for the master op, he did the Keen, Keen, which is really a nice knife. And then he did one for Kaiser and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, it's not his first rodeo by a long shot. But, you know, there you go. Is that clean? I mean, there's just nothing that's getting too crazy or outlandish on this knife. And, of course, the ergos are great. Nice little palm swell here. Comfortable in the hand. Contoured shred carbon fiber. And, of course, on the other side is titanium. And look at, they set that deal. Now, it's not left-hand friendly, but if you're going to go right-hand and commit yourself to that, there you go. What you do is you put that pocket clip in its machined area and then use flat screws. You can't do any better than that as far as giving people clearance to put that baby in their pocket. And it's deep carry. So somebody was thinking about that. Did they put anything in here that says LTK's channel rules? Oh, no, guess not. Didn't put that in there. Crazy people. But yeah, it's easy to finger flick. It's not a big knife, by the way. So if you start out with 9 to 10 inch knives, I'm moving my damn thing here, then forget it. Because it ain't. It's 3 1/4 at best at about 82, 83 millimeters, and not even 7.5, but let's call it 7.5 inches at 19 centimeters. 7.5, 3 1/4. Okay. I mean, that's reasonable, isn't it? I mean, yeah, okay. It's not a tiny knife. It's not under 3-inch blade, all that kind of stuff. So, and you can get this in full tie, which is, I wanted to show the carbon fiber, even though I'm not big on the half and half. I'm not. Although this comes, it's $216, but don't pay that. Get 10% off, right? LTK is your discount code. So $21.60 come off. So now it's under $200. Now, are you interested? Yeah. Here's your stats. 7.5 inch, blah, 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 3 1/4 inch blade. CPM 20 CV blade. So that's really nice. And 59 to 61 Rockwell, blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah. But maybe the all-tie would have been for me more than this, but I just thought this was really cool. Kind of a marble carbon fiber, I guess is what I'm calling it, right? I don't know that they just call it carbon fiber on the description at White Mountain, but to me that looks more like marble carbon fiber. It's a frame lock. We'll take it apart, and it breaks away okay. They don't give you a lot of cutaway on this front scale to get to that back, but they have a little machined area there. So yeah, you can access that. That's not that tough. And since I'm not the world number one world famous front flipper guy, I'm number two in the world. But no, I'm not number one. And I struggle with them too. Middle finger flick, okay. Not too shabby. Kick it or tick it. There you go. Presentation handle. Whew. And it is marble. I'm sorry, why don't I read the box? Because then I'd have to do something. Okay, We knives. Nice zipper pouch. you get, oh, now, see, I thought they were going to give you the Elementum sticker, but no, you're getting the $300 and some knife sticker, and then microfiber cloth and all that. So Isham's got his foot in the corner there. And, ooh, yeah, I mean, it's a fairly stiff lock bar here. Ooh, and your lockup's all of 15% probably in there. It will get better with time. And even if it drops on your thumb, it's probably not going to hurt you. Pretty light blade there. Let's throw it on the scale because what the hell. And 3.2 ounces, so not bad. At about 92 grams, will it cut something? Will it even be a knife? Well, it's got that 20 CV blade on it. You know, WE knives, they don't mess around. They make a pretty good knife, and, you know, they think about the details. So, I think this is a good matchup of WE knives and Laconico together. Now let's grab the Magneto and see. Nah, that's titanium. That's titanium. Hell. Oh, okay. I got a little magnetic hit on the lanyard pin. So we got something that's, of course, I'm feeling the blade under there. I don't know if this hardware stuff is steel or titanium, but maybe some of the pass-throughs here are, but I'm not sure if the hardware is, because I'm getting nothing here. Okay, well, we'll find out more when we take it apart. Like I said, ergos are fine. Reverse grip feels even better, actually. Where's my balance point on this dog? She keeps wanting to go to the titanium side, doesn't she? Woo! I just flipped her over. That's where the balance is, but I mean, the frame is heavy, so it wants to flip this way. Yeah, that lockup, pretty thin on that. Blade shape makes sense. Piercing, slicing, that shouldn't be a problem. Kind of a spear point, right? Backspacer, that's nice. That's in titanium. That gives a finished look to the knife. And yeah, they did the pocket clip right. So maybe you want to buy just for the pocket clip, just for that sake at all. Right hand only, by the way, though. And is it thin in the pocket? Well, that's a 0.44. And I can't really run up and down here, but see if it, yeah, it's pretty much a 0.44 all the way through. And blade stock is 0.12 at 3.1. And then if you want to look at millimeters for thickness, 11.2. A lot of knives are 12 plus. So that's pretty good. And yeah, front flipper, you want to flip it that way. Yeah, they left enough of that corner out there here for you to make pretty good contact, and they got jimps there. So, okay, if that's the way you want to do it. Me, I like that. I like to finger flick it myself. So fit and finish is good on these. I mean, it's a WE knife. I mean, I think they pretty much established their reputation in the market by now. Man, I mean, if you can grab this thing for under $200, I don't think you're getting hurt, I'm just starting to get concerned about how many knives are in the 300 plus range. So, yeah, this is more refreshing at this end, especially with the premium steel, marble carbon fiber, titanium, and a sensible pocket clip. Detent is where it's got to be. I mean, it's dialed in. You don't want it any stronger than this, that's for sure. But that's just right. That's just right, because front flipper, you do not want a real strong detent, or I don't. And then if you're going to thumb flick or finger flick, Yeah, you don't want it to be crazy strong. I wouldn't want it any stronger than it is right there. I think they went as far as they sensibly could go. Don't you like my disassembly cloth? It's just a thing of beauty, isn't it? If you're going to do about 500 knives a year, I guess, it doesn't matter, does it? Just make it a working cloth. And where's my disassembly tools? And let's see what we got here. Okay, this is interesting. So we got number 8s on the front, but we can't unscrew this. We got to take it from the back. But I guess I totally missed saying anything about the fact that the screws are coming from the front as opposed to the back, which is interesting. If anything, I would have preferred to have them coming from here all one side and then not even really showing in there, if you could accomplish that way. So, well, let's just take it apart. Now with it. Okay, come on. So we'll take these off and then we'll undo the pivot on the other side. I've never had any problem disassembling Wee knives. They don't get stupid with the thread locker and a lot of stuff like that. Get out of here. So, yeah, they got the long screws that go all the way through. Come on. Yeah, there they go. See? Same size, but they're big old longies. And let's get this. Pull this little, and it's got a surround collar in here too. Okay, now, the pivot screw almost looks like a body screw, doesn't it? Isn't that crazy? Open this up, and can we just pull it apart? And yes, we can. Now, what do we got? Well, there's your little lanyard pin there. Okay, take that off. And then here's your back spacer, which is titanium. What else we got? Yeah, interesting. So here must just be, yeah, a locator that runs through the back spacer here. Okay, so that and that are for those, and then the other two are the screws that run through into here. And you gotta, oh, I'm sorry, it's not focused. See if it's threaded there. Yeah. Okay, lock bar side. Other than that, it's not skeletonized, and this side, of course, has to have some supplemental metal because there is no liner here. So it's just the marble carbon fiber. And so this is what you got right here. And there's your pivot. And where's my notch? There's my notch. If you can see it, you got to get in the right light. Right there is the notch. Right there. So, and that mates up with this, which is right there, and it's really hard to see, but it's right there. And when it's marble carbon fiber, I don't know how well it's going to hold it. I had the Imperium really bust loose on the shred carbon fiber and did not hold it. So the other one I had, it did hold. So one did, one didn't. So I've had one fail. We got bearings going back in here. Nothing, not all that fancy, but they're adequate. And it looks clean. I mean, not really much you can do there. So we'll clip it right back down. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it should be easy to take it apart and service it if you need to. Oh, by the way, let's get our little lanyard pin stuck in here. They gave me enough depth to get that in there, so that was nice of them. And We can set it all back down again. And can we? Okay. Yeah, and there's your stop. Yeah, one way and the other. Not overly robust as far as the stop goes, but probably all it really needs to be. Okay, I don't want to get this too tightened down. And then we've got these two screws. They're going to go all the way through. Interesting, isn't it? But the good thing is number 8 all the way, and let's move it to, it didn't feel like yeah, okay, yeah, I got it lined up now. I can tell. When you start it out and it starts binding up on you, be careful. I mean, back it up and kind of try again, reposition. Shouldn't have a lot of resistance there. Okay, so that's good. And is it, yeah, it's centered. Let me see if we got, no play. Wow. You know what? I don't have that lined up. Wow, okay. I didn't have it lined up. So I put my thumb and turned it. And wow, okay. Yeah. Yeah, and that's another argument for going to like a flat spot on your pivot that matches up with your frame. It's so much easier to line that up and get that engaged than having to find this vague little bump in there. Okay. All right, now I've made it almost untenable. Let's back this off a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Let's give it some drop. Okay, Charlie, that'll do it. Okay, now are we still centered? Yes. Blade play? No. Can we do more then? Let's see. Just a little. Let's see if that makes a difference. Yeah. That wasn't that big a difference in that regard. It's still centered though. And we got no play. So we're good. Oh yeah. That's happening now. This is good. This is good. The Wii Esprit. Do we like it? I've got some favorite Wii knives. This is not among them. This is a little too generic for me. There's some Laconico knives that I would love to have, but this is, nah. And this being a half and half. If this was a total carbon fiber liner lock, really maybe Civivi, you know? Yeah, I think I'd be all over it. Plus, you know what? If they kicked it out to 3 3/4 and made it like G10, wouldn't that be cool? I just always imagine the variants that could come from this, which would be great, actually. Take care, my friends. Thank you so much. Love them knives. That's the name. If you could subscribe to my channel, I'd appreciate it very much. And you guys, stay sharp.